What is up, everyone? Here, start the stream here in a few minutes. Want to get it going a little bit early, though. Make sure we didn't have any technical difficulties. So yeah, going live at 6 Central, 7 Eastern Time. So I take care of some social media stuff. Be prepared. We're gonna be live in a little bit. Did it go live? Yeah, it did. Okay. Not showing up on my iPad. That's there we go.
The screen really.
There's one. Alright, got that notification. There we go. That's two. Somebody else is in here with me. It's lit. Okay. Oh man, that music's pretty ominous. We'll have to see. I've literally not touched this at all. All I did was launch the game, so I don't know. I don't know. Some settings might be wonky. I'm not sure what to think. Oh, it says we got 0 viewers. That's sad. That's a sad day. Sad. Hmm. Alright, well, 6. Say let's do this thing. Alright, we may or may not have to move this camera around. We'll see. Alright. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. I don't know that word. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Oof. Coming in hot, Edward Pierce. That's what I'm assuming. Alright. Oh, let's go. Mercy. That's trippy. Okay, well, I guess that's E. You didn't tell me that, but alright. So... yeah, that's it, Chief. How do I do that? What the heck? Oh, do I have to go over here? What? Controls. Keyboard. Light. Dang it. Oh, I bet I just have to get this. Ooh. In case you did not know, I do not play horror games very much. I know I said this before. I don't know if it's going to be scary or not, but I am tense. Put it! Sorry guys, quick text. Can't just forget about the real world. Okay. Put that up for a little bit. Ah!
inescapably draws you on.
Okay, nothing there.
What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Ah, it's an octopus. Got a little bit of Cthulhu going on.
I hate whiskey. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader.
Well, what happened, bud? I don't know, let me see. Maybe there, huh?
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Well, you know. Why don't you do it then?
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Oh, that's weird.
I have business here to attend to.
Okay, what is it? Don't know this.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Oh. I'll do it, yeah, I can take that.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. Each character point allows you to improve your skill overall. I got 8, alright. Oh. I guess I understand. Why not?
be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
Ah,
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentioned.
That's right. And if that goes,
alright.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up.
Kind of
An
rude.
artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Oh, got him.
Something's queer,
Oh.
but it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Okay, find out about Darkwater. How am I supposed to do that?
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Ooh, was it a sea or a dream god? Cthulhu. Okay.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Well, placement of the camera seems okay. That's one thing you never really know. I move that around for some games. That looks okay. Nothing's really going on that side of the screen. So cool, cool, cool. Well, we're 20 minutes in, pretty much. I don't know. I'm not sure how long this game actually is. I was kind of figuring I would just see as I go how much we actually play tonight. I'm sure we'll get at least a good hour in, but I've heard a few different things. I've heard that it is about 5 hours long, which is from one video I watched today. If that's the case, I might actually try to play it all tonight. Yeah, so we'll see. I also know that from Cyanide at E3, they said it would be about a 15 to 20 hour story, which if that's the case, obviously not. I don't really know. Do not really know. Oh, that's weird that it doesn't go straight from loading to into it. That's fine. Oh, that's cool. That looks cool. Scylla? Scylla?
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay. This is the bar.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess.
Real princess.
You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
You've got to
I'm
earn
here
it.
for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Jerk! Big ol' loser. Oh, she can punch that guy. Alright, let's try to talk to Bradley. I don't know who Bradley is. Must have missed that part.
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
Alright.
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain told you not to stick your noses around here.
So that's not Bradley. Is one of these Bradley?
Please move back.
Yep.
Let the police do their work. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that
Oh,
beast
screw
back
that guy,
in the
too.
water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat. These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Nothing on the toilet. Alright.
A Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. Maybe it is, and I've just been saying it wrong, but macabre does not sound right. Alright, there's Fitzroy.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
The jetty.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Yeah, the Hawkins.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Not.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Fair enough.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Yep, got us point, yes. Okay.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
Cat.
If only they would kill each other.
Be dope, huh?
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Alright, guys. We're going to take a quick break. Just going to run, do something real quick. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Okay, so back in just a little bit, guys, and we'll continue. Okay, I'm back, guys. Let's go ahead and get back to this. Alright. Get to the warehouse, huh?
Why, you could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your... How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
There we go. This guy's got an open for me, apparently. Let's just talk to you guys and see what we got.
Tell me, who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two.
What's with you wandering around?
We saw you. Go die.
What happened to the statue of some...
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleg.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Alrighty. Does this gangster got anything to say? No. St. Brendan, I guess.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
It's an up dog. Oh, don't mind my dogs fighting in the background, by the way. That's just what they do. Literally all the time. Oh, sir, can I get up there? Should be able to. Is there no jump button? Control. Doesn't look like it. That's annoying. Okay. Well, this is tedious. Get into warehouse 36. Literally trying.
Well, look.
Did you miss up?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Liquor?
Exactly.
I'll try to find...
God dang it. I gotta talk to this guy again. I assume. I'm sure he'll give me a hard time or something.
You again.
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Let's say I don't want to sell you one.
Oh, come on. Because of a little...
Drinking it here is anything else?
Well, what am I supposed to do to get a drink from this guy?
What do you know about the Hawkins?
If I were you...
Why not?
First off, there are sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse. Screams.
Screams?
And that's not all. But anything else.
Let's say I want to buy a...
Let's say I
Oh,
drink anything.
That'll be all for now.
What the heck?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I heard the Hawkins family owned a warehouse on the docks.
An old family of ship owners.
Tell me something I don't already know.
They were made much richer by the miraculous catch.
You shouldn't talk about the dead like that.
We're not speaking ill. We're just saying that Daniel Hawkins made a fortune without taking any risk.
There! You're speaking ill, you see.
It's your proof that the miraculous catch really did happen.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
Sorry about that.
I've never heard this song.
The dogs just don't stop.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell.
Good night.
So long.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
right to treat us like this.
And the doctor. What did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
What? Another break?
One of those damn...
Can't you see that we're in the middle of a conversation? I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Okay. This is really annoying, actually.
You again.
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Let's say I don't want to sell you.
Oh,
drinking.
So he's gonna do that. Alright, screw you.
That'll be all for now.
Let's try to talk to Fitzroy. Frickin'.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
These bootleggers seem unwilling to let anyone approach the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution,
Absolutely.
I suppose.
That's
exactly
what I was gonna
warehouses
do.
are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Crap, I was reading your comments, Zach, and I forgot exactly what that guy
You're
said.
back again. What can I do for you?
See if it'll let me just listen again. No, it won't!
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Alright, write down that. Alright.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Alright, let's see if that journal told me anything. Go to the bar, talk to the kid inside. Alright, there's gotta be something here. Let's figure this out. What is this? Okay, well this way's clear now. How's this guy?
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I do.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Okay, this is good.
This tunnel goes under the warehouses.
Oh, time to get in it. Or no. Are we not doing that? Well, frick. So far, Zach, it's looking like this is more investigative than I had thought. I'm not sure how I feel about it. There's got to be something to do here. This is ludicrous. I want just whatever.
You saw what happened, don't hang...
Right on this.
I shall take my...
Okay. Oh. No, that's just to the bar. Is there something in my journal, maybe? Nice. Who you voting for? I don't think I've ever gotten a text from a campaign office. I've gotten phone calls. Never a text, though. I don't know, Chris, but his son goes to South.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
That's it. Okay, that's the conversation we were having. Okay, love it. I like it when the objective or what I'm supposed to do is easy. I guess let's try to talk to this guy.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't
no way to
understand.
treat
You're not
an omen.
sailors.
Oh, yeah?
It's a sign. There's something coming.
Trouble.
Something real bad.
Okay.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago.
It did
Only
die
a
a short time ago.
specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand.
I bet it was.
You're not
I bet it was the
sailors.
guy.
It's a sign. There's something coming.
Don't think this guy has anything to say, but let's try.
Where
Oh,
do you
he
think
does.
you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Ooh, good question.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly.
Who's Silas?
He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again?
No need to...
Oh, okay. I mean, you didn't tell me to beat it, but it's okay. You're bipolar. It's whatever. Okay. There's literally gotta be something here. Nothing from this guy. Nothing from this guy.
Trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
What's with you wandering around?
We saw you talking to Diet.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Got him.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one enter her property.
What are you guarding exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Okay, so these guys want a bottle of whiskey to distract them, but the bartender won't sell it to
have
them.
you got what we asked you for?
I didn't find...
Because, yeah.
There's no shortage of whiskey on Dark.
Okay, but...
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
You didn't tell me that the where...
Because it's on. And I don't. Now, please.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Haven't talked to these guys, but they don't have anything to say. Okay, I'm getting frustrated here. This is one thing I saw in one of the reviews, is that it kind of has this meaning. You have to do these meaningless little things just to progress in the quest. I've already
The miraculous catch.
I've already done that.
Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
My God.
Let's try talking to Cat again.
I told you to beat it.
I know. Dadgummit. There was a little bit of a... I don't know if cameo is the right word, but Easter egg, I guess, maybe, in the opening sequence. I don't know if the actual, like, Cthulhu monster makes a cameo, makes an appearance.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that, Roundy. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. And they saved Darkwater from famine.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins.
Well, we all knew she'd been...
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
How about you let me test out that theory? By let me buy
Let's
a bottle
say
of
I
whiskey.
want to buy a bottle from you.
Let's say I...
God dang it!
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want.
Come
Anything
on,
else?
dude.
Captain Fitzroy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Drinking it here...
That'll be all for now.
I don't even know what to do. Can I steal that?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker.
Yes, I've said yes.
And a debtor. Interesting.
That's not it. This is stupid. This is idiotic. Well, don't know if my opinion of this game is gonna change or be that different from any of the reviews I've seen. I'm just frustrated here. What does that symbol mean? Does somebody want to tell me? Alright, let's see. Resume game, checkpoint settings. No, maybe it's tell me it's in the journal either, honestly. Clues. Okay, there's gotta be something I have to do in here, I just don't know what it is. Can I burn that? What about burn that? Set this whole place on fire? Is there oh this person.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Okay, so well, that's gotta be something then. Must have to put something together.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
I hate this. Okay. Well, shoot.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Okay, well, let's do it. I must still need something else. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Okay, there's still more. Alright. Okay, that's fine. Wonder how much more? There it is. Let's put what's going on. Alright, come on.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Okay. Well, alright. I guess now at least I think I know how that works. You gotta investigate when I see that green question mark, and then it'll
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
not greatest strength at all, I don't think. So.
Damn, I broke it.
Game saved. Okay, well. Looks like this way is out.
Well, well.
Oh!
A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
It's your turf.
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
I mean, yeah. Oh, shoot. Fruit. Click it, get. Oh, in the balls. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't
Yeah.
see that coming.
Yeah.
If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
It's because you're drunk. Alright, what do we do here? Still got the drunks, still got the guards. Jesus.
You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
Let me talk to this guy, because now he's got beef with her too. She want yo people. Yeah, she does.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Alright, you got anything new? Solid killer whale or I don't think that has anything to do
I'm
with
just
what
back
I'm
from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Your superstitions are expressed in a rather disturbing fashion.
What do you mean?
The statue at the entrance of the harbor, St. Brendan. Somebody disfigured it mercilessly.
I condemn these actions. St. Brendan is the protector of the whalers, and this statue a witness to our history.
You don't know who could have done it.
I wonder as much as you do. I hope they'll be punished.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Okay. I got you, boo. Hey, Zach, did you ever end up playing that vampire game? We have 5 people on. Who's here?
You have no right to treat us like this.
This is not going
Hey,
well.
Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
So I just had to let this girl kick me in the balls to make us be friends? That's stupid. Oh, but yeah, Zach, I was asking because it's on sale on Steam right now. It's like $33 or something like that. I was wondering if it was worth it. I don't know. It's something I'm still interested in. I just don't know. Because I'm thinking I might have even paid too much for this. I'm not sure. Oh, down to 4. But yeah, whoever you are, let us know what's going on.
I'm
What are you doing in
investigating the
comments?
deaths of the Hawkins family.
Come chat with us.
Very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly.
Just trying to be
But it's
honest,
also
girl.
really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
I don't know if there's another way to do it, but let's just
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective.
Ugh.
Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Okay, you're walking so slow, girl. Yeah, I think even initially I got like a 7.5 on IGN, which isn't bad, just not enough for me to go out and buy it full price. I only get it on console used for like $40 or something. I just didn't know if it would be worth buying it here for like 33, I think is what it costs.
It's fine.
Because at least if I do get it physically, there's some kind of a resale value if I don't like it. I don't know.
Be a gentleman and move that for me. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Which I still need to get you Assassin's Creed back.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Okay, finally something new. To enter reconstruction, hold that. Well, that's trippy.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks.
Is that a person? Or are these fish? I can't even tell what's going on here.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
It's creepy as heck. Is that it? I'm gonna go ahead and check that too, because I think... I don't know.
What happened here?
Ooh, punched a mirror. Oh yeah, how's that game going?
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Oh, this is kind of unique. This reconstruction thing's not bad.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
You gonna take those pills, my guy? Okay, got that done. Is there anything else? Sorry, let's see if I have an actual chat. Okay, well, I searched the warehouse, so that's that. How do I... Do it appears? Skills, yes. I've got 3 skills. Strength, investigation, eloquence, or psychology. Let's go ahead and get that up to 3, and then we'll go ahead and start working on... Let's try eloquence. I mean that makes sense to me. Yeah. Well, that's like, it took me, I mean, I put way too much time into Assassin's Creed Origins. I mean, it literally was a fantastic game. I think How Long to Beat said it would take about 27 hours. I think I got it done in just under, or just maybe right around 24. Which is just a lot of time to put into a game for me,
And
typically.
whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case.
Ooh.
Anyone in there?
Ooh.
You! Don't
Ooh.
move! Detective Pierce.
This guy.
I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Okay.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Ooh, kill him, cat.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage, or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Ooh!
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on,
That's
got some
creepy,
driving
too.
to do.
Man, Zach, don't I look jacked in this camera or what? I mean, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, I look good. Stubble looks good. I look awesome. That's all I'm saying. It's a little dark, but that's okay. It's supposed to be kind of a horror-ish game. Let me read this. Pierce managed to get rid of the warehouse. The place thought to be abandoned revealed Some surprises, signs of recent occupations as well as partly charred painting. Oh, as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley. Pierce convinced him to join the investigation. The police officers wanted to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Alright.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I do have other questions.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over.
It's a risky text.
Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Shoot your shot, 2K18. I keep not paying attention to what this is saying. This place flying drain, you know the place very well. Anything I should be wary of?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Alright, I'm gonna shut my phone off. Not off, but close it so I'm not waiting to see if that text comes through.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
No.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
I'll go with you if only. Yeah, let's
Why
do
not?
that.
You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this game is to figure out who has the largest genitalia. So far, we know that the investigator that you play as, Hawkins, is rocking a 5.2 inch, so he's just below average size, which is sad, you know, but hey. And we're trying to see if anyone has a larger one. Now, at the beginning, there was kind of a nightmare sequence where we saw these priests, one of which, again, was this Easter egg I was talking about, had this kind of like octopus face, and we saw that his, while we didn't have time to pull out our ruler, was maybe about 5.7 inches. But other than that, that's kind of where we're at.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Okay.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
I'm gonna just look up something real quick, Zach. Why is it not adjusting? So, I was gonna tell you, we have gained 4 followers in the last week, which, I mean, isn't huge, but, I mean, we've been kind of stagnant for a few weeks prior, so it's pretty big. I think we're at like 22 right now, and we need 50 to get to affiliate, and basically all the kind of average like statistics and benchmarks I want you to hit, we're getting pretty close on. The one is
what kind of deranged
to average 3 views, and that's where we're a little
sanctuary?
bit shy. That's kind of where I've been
Steelberg
lately. I was 2 until you got
I don't see
on.
Silas doing such a thing.
So,
Let alone
I think
allowing
if we
it.
just can keep
Even
grinding
that
it
raw
out, I
baker's
think we'll
above
get there.
Lord, have pity on this poor family.
I probably need to talk with Mark at some point and see if we can, maybe it would be a good idea to like actually kind of get to a schedule and like have like certain times, 3 or 4 days a week where we stream. And maybe we each do like 1 day by ourselves, and maybe 1 day together or something like that. I don't know. It'd be cool if, I know Casey's, where the heck am I even supposed to be going right now? I mean, I gotta find the manor, but so I'm gonna guess here. I know Casey's still planning on getting a PC, I think, come tax time. It'll be cool too to have a 3rd person. Of course, if you want to hop on the PC train. Yeah, see, that's why I've been trying to do at least 1 stream every Tuesday, and then everything else is just kind of bonus. But obviously, then like I am streaming on Tuesday, but I didn't do The Witcher, which was what I had been doing.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
Alright.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Okay.
Stop bothering me.
I'm literally not even talking to you, my dude.
Shall we enter?
Yeah.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Okay. Once this is loaded, I'm gonna go grab a little bit more water. BRB. Take like 60 seconds.
Follow me.
Let's do this.
I know the place. Who left this light on?
Ooh, I gained 2 things. Sweet. If I can observe here, I guess. That looks weird, but okay.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
I'm gonna reconstruct.
What kind of meat is this?
That's human.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Yeah, I mean, that's accurate, my dude.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Idiot. You big stupid dumb. Alright, we got something else. Alright, find the fires. There's something else. I'm just missing it. It's not anything to do with the fire? Like, literally not? There we go. I thought I was already over on there, but that's fine.
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat, or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
I mean, yeah, I would say so. That white really lights up my face.
Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Next door, huh?
Let's see if I can
Silas
find
managed
something
to bring the
that
fire
comes from
under
this.
control, but it was already too late for the...
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
You know, yeah, I think we know that from that tab that was run up in the bar.
They had a fight. Why?
Oh, what up, shorty?
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Got that all done.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Prison.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Might have. Literally might have.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Well, this is okay. I'm missing like one clue, I think. What could it be? One clue. That's literally. Oh, was there something there? No. Alright, I'm just saying things. Alright, so. No.
Did someone escape the fire?
Oh, okay. That was it.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
We're gonna keep investigating, huh?
I just ask that you don't disturb it. If Chief...
Dude, real quick, upgrade this guy's stuff. Eloquence was what I was working on. And I need an investigation too. Let's go ahead and just give him that.
If I found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
These people move so freaking slow. Somebody tapped on something?
It's quite a building, don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Probably.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I've been hearing it. There's something going on. Yeah. Should I be searching? Who should be doing it? Oh.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
We've had that conversation, my dude.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
But, I mean, yeah, we're in the Rockies.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Looked like there was like some splatter there for a split second. Maybe it's just like a visual glitch or something. Okay, I gotta look for a couple more clues, I guess. Okay.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. This place was falling apart long before the fire. This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Okay, what am I missing? What am I missing? What about up here? That's the only place I'm not looked yet.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Let's go over here.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting.
I mean, I don't disagree, but
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
good book. I mean, I'm a fan personally.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
so yeah, there's for sure creepy stuff going on purpose. That's fine. But okay, I can't go down there. Can keep it off a little bit. It's gonna burn his hand. I do not like being scared, and it's starting to get a little eerie. It's not definitely could be worse, but mouse.
Locked.
Locked. Let's get some scratch on it. This one's not.
What will her room reveal about her?
I'm not gonna go there yet. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, he's got a little changing thing. Nothing there. I'm just literally saying nothing. Is that really it? There's nothing in her room?
This padlock is too complicated for me.
I'll leave that door shut. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything in there.
This door is locked.
I've got to be missing something in this room. There's no way that there's literally nothing. Literally won't open.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Okay, that's good.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
What about?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Okay, so is that, if that's not her office, is this her office?
This door is locked.
Oh, there's a whole other room here.
The boys' room.
Oh, I'm supposed to reconstruct him.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Right, other side just for us.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy.
True.
What was wrong with this family?
Something, my dude. What we got here?
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Oh! Got some major bad juju in here. Oof.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Alright, well. Let's start looking, I guess. There's gotta be something, right?
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Something right there with those notes, right? Nope. Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way we're just gonna
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
I would say that she obviously was, yeah. Ooh, we got somebody else on. Thanks for joining, whoever you are. Feel free to type in the chat, interact.
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Like, straight up Obi-Wan Kenobi, do not have a good feeling about this. Don't scare me too bad, please.
Is anyone there?
Alright, I'm prepping myself for some kind of like a scare or something. That's creepy. That looks like Pierce, which is weird. Is he losing it? Yeah, that's scary. Alright.
You! Stop!
Okay, that was terrifying.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Ooh, I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Catch the thief.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Okay, well this is where I've been. Yes, I know that's not the right way. Alright.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier.
Oh, this door.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Oh, back down to 3 viewers. I don't know what that's about, man. We've had a few different people.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Had a few different people jump on, but they don't say anything.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph.
It looks like the
Probably another friend of Hawkins.
No, it looks like his father-in-law, the guy who gave you this quest. No.
It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Yeah.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable.
There we go.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
Okay. Force the gear. I don't think I have enough strength for that, but...
I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
Yeah, because I've not focused on strength at all. Let's go back to that.
It looks like an old seaway map.
Nothing there. Okay. Oh, there's something.
Why are these letters here, and not with Sarah Hawkins' belongings? Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
I've tried all that, so we're back here.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Oh, I gotta do something fancy.
Doesn't work.
Crap.
I must have missed something.
Okay, so he is on the Western Atlantic Ocean. Maybe is where he's looking at. Let's try to force this thing now. See if that'll do it. There's something else up here.
The Scylla.
Okay.
Damnation. I can't budge these gears. I need a tool.
Do need a tool. It's one of my students' names. A tool. Interesting. Very interesting. It says that oh. Oh.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Yeah, I knew that, because that's what this whole thing is for. Let's try... No.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like it worked.
Well done, Pierce.
Oh, it's the end of chapter 3. I wonder how many chapters are in this game. Okay. I think, my friend, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Stop at an even chapter point. Because, yeah, I don't think I'm going to stay up and try to beat this whole thing. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. So, Zach, thanks for hanging with me for a little bit, man. I appreciate it. I'm sure I'll play this again soon, though. Try to get some more done. Yeah, I got stuff to do. Finals week, bro. Finals week. First trimester in the books. So, go ahead and get in here.
The secret passage.
Get this
under
saved.
the manor. It's like a detective novel.
Alright.
That guy must have already got it.
Alright. Now let's shut this stream off. Alright. See you, man.